Okay, cool guys. So let's kind of get this thing started. So what we're going to do is keeping it super simple. We're going to start today with a little bit of attention to the breath. We're going to just start with box breathing. Okay, so all we're going to do here is just sitting onto the ground. And, if you find it quite uncomfortable to actually sit on the ground, just, have something like a cushion or something to just elevate your hips. The main thing with this is just keeping the posture a little bit big. So, the idea here is to create awareness of how you're breathing, where you're breathing into, and obviously being in control. So a couple of things, there is no need to set a PB. Okay, so for box breathing, what we're going to do is just set 3 minutes on the clock. Nathan's going to keep track of the time. And I want to visualize a square. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a breath in. We're going to hold that breath, take a breath out, and then we're going to hold that breath. And we're just going to continue that cycle. Now, the invitation here this morning is that you bring attention to how many, squares you create in 3 minutes. So again, it's not a competition. It's not to see like, how many can you get in there kind of thing. Just be mindful. You want to, see if you can track and be progressive with your breath holds, okay? And obviously your ability to do so. Just be mindful that if you try kind of, take as deep breath in as possible and try, exhale as long as possible, what will that will do is it will actually kind of shorten the breath holds, okay? So just bring attention to natural breath, okay? So nothing too crazy, nice and simple. Breath in, then we're gonna hold, breath out, then hold, okay? Ideally, we wanna see kind of, roughly about 4 to 6 seconds breath in, maybe 4 to 6 seconds breath hold, and so on, okay? So that's a good number to aim for, okay? If everybody's good, Nathan's gonna start the clock. We'll go in 3, 2, 1.
And time.
Cool. Okay, from here, just back to normal, nothing too crazy. So all we're gonna do, guys, is just get the body moving and grooving. So we'll just kind of get into basic gen mob type of work. So wherever you are, what we'll do is just kind of take a low seat, okay? Obviously, if this is too uncomfortable, you can come into a high knee position too. But otherwise, fingers down towards the ground. We'll just start with the headquarters, the neck, into this simple yes. So chin tucks in, chin comes up. Just nice and gentle, nothing too crazy. So everything that we do this morning, especially when it comes to gen mob, we're just looking to check in. Okay, taking a stock if you like. So again, as always, no PB required, just gradually increasing as you feel good. From there into no. Make sure your shoulders are in the back pocket. Okay, so nothing is moving below the neck. Everything is coming from that cervical. From there, let's go into okay. So ears to the shoulders, ears to the shoulders. And then from there, we'll take it into cat-cow. So now looking at this spine, just in flexion extension. So hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Okay, be mindful not to be too far away, guys. Okay, so make sure your base of support is directly underneath you. And then we're gonna take a breath in, get that spine nice and big, tuck the chin in, round and spread the shoulder blades. And then slowly drop that tummy down towards the ground, chest comes up, eyes gaze up, keep pushing the world away here as well. And then let's translate between these two places using your breath. Okay, so speed is up to you. Okay, make sure you're connected to the spine. If you want to play with a little side-to-side action in each position, that's totally fine. So when you're in the end ranges, just kind of, you can have a little wiggle just to kind of do whatever makes you feel good. But otherwise, nice and simple, using a breath to get the spine nice and big, and then trying to get that spine nice and small. Okay, if we're good, let's thread the needle. So we're gonna get one arm under the armpits, look to the same side. And then alternate sides when we're ready. Remember with this, guys, you want your hips to be stacked over your knees at all times. And maybe try drawing in your belly button so your lower back is solid. So the tension is on just moving from the up back. Finishing that off. Once you're done, okay, knees can be as wide as you want them to be, big toes touching together. And all we're gonna do here is take a simple child's pose. Okay, so you can come into the fingertips, wrap the armpits and get heavy on the shoulders. Okay, from here, eyes can gaze up a little bit if you want. Otherwise, we're gonna take a pulse for 10, and then we're gonna actively pull ourselves down towards the ground for 10. Okay, so once you're ready, let's bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep pulling yourself down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Making a way to one side, doesn't matter which one. Okay, so we get this side bend happening, still bum back to the heel, wrap the armpits, get heavy on the face, shoulders, and let's bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep pulling yourself down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly make our way to the middle, and then we'll go to the other side. Wrap the armpits, get heavy, and then pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep pulling yourself down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, and back to the middle, and then coming up. Okay, so we'll quickly go into our wrists. Just nice and simple, nothing too crazy as always. Okay, so we'll start with the index finger pointing straight ahead, if not slightly turned out, okay, onto the ground. The pinky is as far away from the index finger as possible. Remember, as always, again, looking to spread the shoulders at the top. Elbows are naturally locked. We're going to just rock forwards and backwards. Maybe just kind of look at your fingertips this morning and just, push down hard from the fingertips, from the middle of your hands and the palms. So you got this nice, strong grounding of the hands on the ground. Okay, so from there, all we're going to do is little semicircles. So just get into those nooks and crannies. So really kind of leaning forward and into the corners without losing that shoulder integrity, right? So shoulder blades are still trying to spread. You're still trying to push it down through the fingertips, the middle of your hands and the heel of your palm. If this is good, let's simply just turn those fingers to the side. Notice my hands are fairly close together and also close to my knees. Push the world away and just rocking side to side. If this is good, let's go fingers back to the knees, push the world away and just rocking forwards and backwards here. Obviously, when you do sit back, that's when you're going to load and stretch the forearms. Okay, the elbows are naturally locked in this position, unless your elbows do something funky. From here, we're going to still keep the fingers back towards our knees, but in opposite directions. So we're going to bring our hands forward and then turn them in. So pinky is trying to turn in towards. Now you can bend the elbows initially, okay, to get yourself into position. Then you're going to slowly straighten your arms, push the world away, lock your elbows out. And again, just starting with a little forwards and backwards motion. Now with this, okay, one hand may want to turn in a little bit more than the other. That's okay. You can make those refinements as you need to, but make sure the hands are at least shoulder width apart. Keep pressing that world away. And then maybe a little forwards and backwards, or sorry, side to side action. Okay, and if that's good, we're going to go into palms faced up, Okay, elbows fairly locked. Even if you have to be, in this position, trying to press the world away, we're going to just rock forwards and backwards here. This is good. Maybe a little side to side action. And then the infamous gorilla grip. So big squeeze of the fingers for 3, 2, 1. Release. Again, squeeze for 3, 2, 2. Release. Squeeze. 3, 2, 3. Release. Squeeze. 3, 2, 4. Release. Squeeze. 3, 2, 5. Release and rest. Okay, just shake it off. Okay, so just a couple of things that we're going to get into here, guys. Okay, just we haven't got a massive upper body, kind of strength work in terms of push and pull type of thing, but just making sure that we are looking after our wrist. Just going to do a couple of things different for wrist. All I want you to do is you're going to go into this position. Okay, so we're going to essentially bend the wrist this way. All I want you to think about is you're going to put the back of the palm onto the ground again, and my elbows already have to be locked here. Okay, so from here, what I want you to think is you're going to allow your elbows to flare out. Okay, and as you come up, I want you to try and maintain that back of the palm onto the ground. Okay, so just nice and simple. The chest hovers over the hands and not your face. Just 10 reps, just nice and gentle. Okay, starting to just get into the wrist slightly differently. Try and make that strong fist as well. Okay, remember to make this easy, you simply sit back onto your heels a little bit. Obviously, you have your hands close to your knees as well. And of course, if you want to feel this a little bit more and you think you've got a little bit more, you can walk out your hands a little bit further away from your knees. 10 reps. Once you've done that, just shake it off. And then we're just going to do 5 of these. Okay, so 5 reps. These are wrist rocks. I haven't done these in a while. Okay, so from side view, what we're going to do is rather than just pumping reps out, we're going to get into the position and just hold it for 3 seconds. So we just spend a little time and attention in these positions. Okay, and this way we get to warm the shoulders up as well. But ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to have a nice strong fist. Okay, notice kind of my shoulders are over my fist at the moment, on my hands. And what we're going to do is this, we're going to rock on forwards. So I'm going to let the pinky side come off and my shoulders are going to come ahead of my hands. I'm going to just hold this position, okay, for 3, 2, 1. I'm going to come back onto my knuckles and then I'm going to allow my index finger to come up. So I roll back, my elbows are coming back, but my shoulders are staying ahead. Okay, so my elbows are hugging. I'm going to be hanging in this position for 3, 2, 1. Come up nice and tall. I'm going to rock forwards with straight arms. Then I'm going to feel this on the outside of my, okay, forearm or the wrist. And then I'm going to rock back. I'm going to come down. You're predominantly going to feel this in the elbow joint. Okay, but shoulders are coming forward.
Pinky. Yep. Don't go on here, go onto this part of your hand. Onto there.
Beautiful. Okay. Nice and simple, guys. Make sure you're not, falling back here. There's no weight in the wrist. That means there's no work. Okay. So again, you are falling forward. Shoulders, whether it be with straight arms or bent arms, are always trying to stay ahead of the fists. Okay. Second last one for me. This is number 4. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Last one. Okay, straight arms. You're going to feel this on top of the thumbs. Bottom back. Last one. Elbows hug. Falling forward. 2, 1. Drive it up. Nice and tall. And shaking it off. Okay, the last one that we're going to just do, okay, heel raises or first knuckle push-up. So ultimately what we're going to do here, guys, I'm just going to show you with one hand, remember, is to make sure we're loading the knuckles, okay, the back of the knuckles here. So this is obviously the knuckles. We're going to be in this position. And the intent is this, fingers are nice and spread. We're going to come up onto the heel of the palm. It's like doing heel raises, okay, but obviously on your hands, right? Now, some of us may kind of like have to sit back a little bit. Some of us may not be able to come too high. So be mindful of how much you're loading, but ultimately we want to try again, maintain that shoulder to be somewhere over the fingers, if not truly ahead, okay? Again, regress it by bringing your hands close to your knees to start off with. Obviously when you're badass, you can go a little bit further, okay? But what we're going to do, both hands onto the ground, push the wall away so shoulders are spreading, peel the thumbs up, bring your heels up, and just hang in this position to start off with, okay? So this is your home. This is your starting and finishing position. From here, we're going to slowly lower the heel of the palm onto the ground for 3, 2, 1. Come up, hold. And 3, 2, 2. Come up, hold. 3, 2, 3. Come up, hold. 3, 2, 4. Come up, hold. 3, 2, 5. Come up, hold. 3, 2, 6. 3, 2, 7. 3, 2, 8. 3, 2, 9, 3, 2, 10, and rest. Okay, from here straight into one knee up, one knee down. Let's go into runner's lunge. So we're going to have our hands in line with the front feet. We're going to curl the back toe, lift the back knee up. Just rock forwards and backwards. Let the hips know what's about to happen. Once you're cool, hug the front knee, straighten the back leg. We're going to drop the elbow closest to the front leg down for 3, 2, 1. We're going to rotate and reach to the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 3, 2, 2. And 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 4. Last one. 3, 2, 5. And 3, 2, 5. Down. Let's change sides. One knee up, one knee down. Hands in line with the front feet, pop the back knee off, rocking forwards and backwards. Okay, find the balance, and then we're going to drop it down for 3, 2, 1. Rotate, reach, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 5, and 3, 2, 5. Down. We're just going to quickly come onto our back. Just give me 20 glute raises. Okay, so heels to the bum, toes are pointed up, not flared out. Hands can push into the ground. Tuck the bum so lower back hits the ground. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, and down. And that is it. Okay, so if everybody's ready to go, let me just find my clock here. Okay. Beautiful. So we're going to hit 3 movements, guys. Okay, so nice and straightforward. And we're going to just hit it for 2 sets. Okay, just to kind of prepare the body. So exactly kind of from last week. So carrying on from last week, sorry. If you got a little bit of a space, we're going to actually use that. So even if it's like, 2 or 3 walking Cossacks you can get in, we're going to go to walking Cossack variations. It's a little bit dynamic. And then tabletops, same thing, just open the shoulders, chest, a little more dynamically. Okay, so obviously, if you can't, we'll just show you simple static variations. And then we're going to just finish it off or round that work off with shoulder taps. Okay, so a couple of things just before we get it started, just to remind everybody, okay, walking Cossack. So even if it's 2 steps, side to side, that's cool. If you don't have that much of a space, we can just go one side and the other side as well. What are we going to be doing here is step into the side. We're going to sit into that corner, slide away. And then from here, this bendy position, you got 2 options. You can either stand up and then match your feet, or from here, you can push off this leg to boom, get under your hips again. So again, one more time, we're gonna step, sit, slide, option, boom, come up. And then we can take it back. So whichever side you step into is the side you sit, slide away from the side, and then boom, we come over, okay? Now, if this is too much, look, you can just have this guy, just sliding side to side. Okay, the main thing here is to make sure you squeeze your quads and keep the outside edges of your feet planted on the ground. Then we've got our tabletops, okay, nice and straightforward. Palms are face back, okay, bum on the ground. Remember, the easy variation is just coming up and just holding this and down. Okay, make sure you're not coming back and holding your wrists or your elbows. Ideally, dynamic is going to be legs through, pause. We're going to come up, hold, and so on. Okay, so making sure the bum comes off. Okay, that's the dynamic tabletop. And then we've got the shoulder taps. Okay, feet are wide. We're going to come and touch, hold it for the prescribed time, come down, and alternate without wiggling side to side. Okay, so we're going to just double down today. Okay, 2 sets back to back. Once you're ready, let's find a corner. Okay, and we go to our walking Cossack. So from here, nice and simple. Let's take a step, sit, slide, match. 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 Keep it going. Step, sit, slide, match. Step, sit, slide, match. Step, sit, slide, match. Step, sit, slide, match. Step, sit, slide, match, and rest. Okay, from here, tabletop.
That camera's all over you, John. There's no hiding today, mate.
So from there, fingers will be back, remember, guys, okay? And we need to be always pushing the world away. So ears are nowhere near the shoulders, okay? And again, when you come up, think about your weight is on your feet more, okay? As opposed to dumping into your wrist, elbows, and your upper traps. If everybody's good, okay, we'll go, bum is off for 3, 2, 1. Let's go, coming up. We're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1. Down, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, 5. One more. 3, 2, 6. 3, 2, 6. And down. Okay, from here, we go to shoulder taps. Remember, guys, the intent of the shoulder taps is to have this hip and spine integrity. So you shouldn't be rocking side to side or obviously up and down. Okay, shoulders are nice and sturdy. We'll warm that wrist up, make sure, okay, fingers are spread to increase the surface area. But otherwise, if we're good, hands a little bit closer to the shoulder width apart, knees come up, tuck the bum, okay, press the wall away. We're gonna breathe in and up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 6. 3, 2, 7. 3, 2, 8. 3, 2, 9. 3, 2, 10. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2. And rest. Okay, back onto our feet. Let's go execute the second and last set for today. Okay, so walking Cossacks again. Okay, remember, guys, we have to be precise with the work here with the Cossack. Okay, if you sell yourself too short, it's going to be really hard to get into that corner and coming out of that corner. Okay, here we go. When you're ready, and step, sit, slide, match. 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 Last one. Step, sit, slide, match. Beautiful. Tabletop. Okay. Remember, again, no pain in the wrist, elbows, upper traps. Okay. If that's the case, we're doing it wrong. Go more forwards in your legs. Okay. Otherwise, 6 reps. Here we go. Okay. Bum comes through the hands. Push the wall away. Bum lifts if you got it for 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Drive up. Squeeze the shoulder blades for 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 6. 3, 2, 6. And down. From there, shoulder taps. Okay, 3-second pause as well. 6 per side, so 12 altogether. Once you're ready, arms are locked in. Okay, hands a little bit closer than the shoulders apart. Feet can be a little bit wider than your hips or shoulders, okay, or however big they need to be for you to be able to tuck and stabilize the hips. Use your breath to control things. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 6. 3, 2, 7. 3, 2, 8. 3, 2, 9. 3, 2, 10. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2. And down. Okay, pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy so far. Drink of water, that's all we're gonna have. A quick water break, okay? That's basically me needing some water. I have a double shot of coffee this morning. Okay. I was thinking about this work last night before I went to bed and how hard this was for me last week. I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, guys, okay, just like last week, things are heating up in here. We're gonna go into, okay, nice and straightforward, just 3 movements, okay? Last week we did 4 sets. This week we're also gonna do 4 sets, okay? So just matching the work that we did last week. 3 movements, we're gonna go to hollow body. That's gonna be 40-second work. And remember, in the hollow body, there's different variations of hollow body, okay? So there's like, progression and there's regression, right? So the progression, making stuff harder, is just about getting yourself as big as possible. And there's no point trying to, start there and then having to regress everything. Okay, so think about a position that you can sort of kind of maintain for that total 40 seconds, okay? So a little advice, okay? So the easiest position or the smallest position would be this. My tail of my bum is coming off the ground. That's the key. Otherwise, look, this looks good. This may look good, but that's just, there's no connection here. So trying to posteriorly tilt. So everything is through this midsection here. Now, even with my hands, doesn't matter whether it's this direction, or this direction. I'm always thinking about my palms and my hands are always going away from my body. Okay, so if this is the first place, this could be the second. Okay, then we can go into full if we need to. You can also be in this position. Okay, just making sure this is not what we're looking for. You can see this is not big lever. So although my leg is straight, there's no little to no load. The load will be when the legs are going in that vector there. Okay, so making sure for 30 seconds, we're choosing the right place. Okay, so let's start with this just like last week. Okay, we'll kind of build the first set. We'll just take it little by little, and then we'll double down on the second, third, and fourth set. Okay, so Nathan's gonna put 40 seconds on the clock. Okay, on our backs, let's choose a variation that we can sustain for 40 seconds. Obviously, this is your opportunity to explore. Okay, we'll come up, reach forward. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, nothing in the neck. Chin is not tucked to the chest or anything. It's nice and long. Legs are squeezing together, toes are pointed.
Remember, trying to not let the tailbone touch the ground at all. 15 seconds left. Three, 2, and 1.
Oh my God. Okay. That was right. Okay. Yeah. It's going to be fun today. So from here, we're going to go to our arch body holds. Okay. Now, this is a 30-second hold. And here, we're going to go the opposite of what we just did with the hollow. So hollow, hopefully you felt things through here. Now we're going to try to feel things behind us that we normally can't see. So for this, we're going to be laid up on the ground. Okay. And again, 2 options. The ideal variation is reaching your hands away from you. So look, my shoulders are elevating, okay? My toes are reaching back. My legs are nice and straight, okay? From here, I'm gonna look to use everything to the back of my body to pick myself up. Notice that my weight distribution is roughly around my belly button to my hips, as opposed to heavy in the quads and just arching a lower back. So no one should just extremely feel this through the back. It's definitely being worked, but we're using the whole body to create this arch shape. Okay, so again, my neck is nice and long. These muscles are on right behind the neck, but I'm not cranking my neck up. If your shoulders are too, pissed off, then reach your hands back behind you. Same thing, we just take the shoulders out of the equation. However, all the work is happening through the back of the body. Okay, so 30 seconds, let's have a look. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, reach and lift. So think about like a dimmer switch analogy. You want to slowly turn the intensity up as the time goes on. So you should be looking to get better and better Lengthening the body.
3, 2, and 1.
And down. Okay. So we had the hollow body, which was the front, arch body, which was the back. Now we're going to get to that side plank. And side plank is something that we've been doing for a little while. And the variation that we started last week is the side body arch ups. So straight away, you know, if side plank is already a challenge, just hold a static one, right? So we've got the knees. This is pretty straightforward. Okay, maybe you can come into this position, right? But the arch ups, what we're going to do is fingers pointing away from us, arms are straight. We're going to come up to this, okay, nice and high side plank position. Imagine there's a wall in front of you and a wall behind you. What we're going to do is never dump into the shoulders. We're going to drop the hips down towards the ground to lengthen everything here without dumping, okay? We're still heavy on the legs. And then we're going to squeeze everything on the other side to create this arch. Notice my hips are higher than my shoulders. So that's what I'm aiming for. Yeah, so we are lengthening as we come down. And then we are shortening as we come up. But make sure we're not falling forwards and backwards kind of thing. Now, we're just going to be doing this for 30 seconds per side. So there is no need to set a PB. So it's not like up and down, up and down, up and down. Just spend time connected to the movement. The slower you go, the more time you spend under tension, the better quality you're going to be, okay? So if everybody's ready, fingers away, nice and high position, toes are face forward. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Slow, controlled, and boom. Okay, so again, think about that side body. When you come up, remember the hips are trying to reach high and the elbows are trying to come over in front of your fingers at the bottom arm. Weight is always through the legs as well.
30 seconds gone.
And down. Let's change sides. Okay, so fingers set. Feet will come up. And we'll start the time in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Slow control. Keep pushing the world away, even though hips are coming down.
Was it 30 or 40?
Sorry, what was that, Nathan?
Was it 30 or 40 seconds?
30 seconds.
30. Three, 2, and 1.
Beautiful. Finish that rep off. Okay, cool. So just to visualize this, we had the hollow body front, arch body was back, then we got the side body, which is the sides. So we're working this 360 corset, right? So individually, maybe that, you know, hollow body by itself, arch body, obviously we're targeting certain areas, but we're looking for this compounded effect. So for the next 3 sets, the intent here is to double down, okay? So the reason I want you to be mindful of the regression is because it's better to take a regression and be able to sustain a better quality work for the 3 sets, as opposed to trying to set a PB and being destroyed for the coming sets, okay? It's gonna be more effective, far more powerful if you can just keep the work going and trying to target this 360 core set, as we call it, right? So the idea this morning is to blow the core set, okay? So if everybody's ready, I'm trying to mentally prepare myself. We're gonna go 3 sets back to back. 40 seconds hollow body, 30 seconds arch body, 30 seconds side arch up, okay? 3 more sets. So we accumulate 2 minutes, okay, roughly of each. Here we go. Hollow body is the first movement we're gonna hit. On our back, reaching up, we'll go in 4, 3, 2, and time. Legs are squeezed, toes are pointed. Tail of the bum is off the ground if possible. And I'm going to stop speaking.
And time.
Okay, straight onto our front. Arch body. We'll go in 4, 3, 2, reach, lift, and time. Again, try lift your hands above your ears. Your eyes are gazed up a little bit. Bum is lifting the quads clean off the ground. Keep lengthening and picking yourself up off the ground.
And time.
Okay, onto our sides. Okay, fingers are pointed away from you. Both legs straight, hips come up, hands on the head. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, make sure you're not dumping into the shoulders. You're always pressing that world away. So your ears are nowhere near the shoulders. Your weight is also on your legs. That's what's going to give you that lifting effect as you come down.
3, 2, and 1.
Down. Let's change sides. Position. We'll go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips. Okay, visualize that wall in front of you and behind you. So you shouldn't be falling forwards or backwards. This is a straight up and down movement.
And time.
Beautiful. Okay, second set done, on to third set. Hollow body on our back, let's do it. Okay, we'll go in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, pick yourself up, reach, and time. Keep squeezing your legs.
And time.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay. On our front. Hey, arch body. Remember, guys, make sure you're reaching through your fingers and through your toes. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, reach and lift. Imagine that dimmer switch analogy. So you're slowly turning the brightness up. You're slowly turning the intensity up and up. Okay, so you're reaching and also picking yourself up. Toes are pointed hard. Lift your legs up using your butt. Squeeze your thighs.
And time.
Okay, down. Here we go. Okay, side arch ups. Fingers set. Onto our legs. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, be progressive about this, in control throughout the movement. You should be able to pause anywhere in the movement. That's how slow and controlled it is.
And time.
Down. Let's switch sides. Legs straight, hips up. Hand position, we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Toes are pointed forward, guys. Okay, so you're using the inside and outside edges of your feet, big surface areas for the feet. Smooth. Fingers are spread, strong base.
And top.
And rest. Okay, this is our 4th, I believe. Last one. Let's do it.
Can we get some time markers on this one, Nath?
Nah. Yeah, I'll give you some.
I'll leave that up to Nathan. We'll go in.
I'll let you
5,
know when there's 10 seconds for every single
4,
one.
3, up, reach, and time. Tail the bum off. If you can't, bend your knees. Regress to progress.
Halfway. Five, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Hold up back. Hold up front. Here we go. Hey, arch body. We're going 4, 3, 2, reach and lift. Again, lengthen the body and pick your shoulders at the shoulder blades. Okay, not the traps, not the delts. Try to find that balance on the belly button. Lift your legs clean up off the ground.
Seconds. 3, 2, time.
Okay, from here onto our side. Last set of, okay, hands under the shoulders, edges of your feet, hip comes up. Here we go in 4, 3, 2, 1, and
Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time.
okay, onto the other side. Here we go, good people. Hands, feet, 2, 1, and oh. Keep pressing the world away.
Halfway. 5 seconds. 3, 2, time.
And down. Woo! Okay, that's good work. This is beautiful. Drink of water, little rest. No wonder I was having nightmares last night. Okay, that wasn't as bad as last week. That's cool. That's great. Oh yeah. Okay, so a quick break. And what we're going to be getting to here, guys, last little work. Yeah. Last little work. So the start of the week, we looked at hamstrings, okay, for the lower body. So basically the back of the legs. And as most of you guys were saying, you were still feeling it yesterday. Today, we're going to look at the front of the legs. Now, just a reminder, we're obviously working on front splits tomorrow. So we're also going to be looking at the front of the legs and the back of the legs. So today's objective is to kind of just focus on the strengthening side of things, okay? That's the main objective. So what we're going to get into here, okay, is we're going to go into our pike leg lifts. And the leg lifts we've been doing, okay, obviously, is to target this sort of region here, the shortening of the hip flexors, right? So we've been doing 5 by 5 seconds, right? So just as a reminder, position-wise, toes are in front of you, pointed, we're pushing the world away, and, we're pushing down the ground, right? We're trying to close the gap between our torso and our legs. Arms are locked, and we've been doing lift hold for 5 seconds, and bang. What we're gonna go today, excuse me, Jesus, is we're gonna go 40 reps, okay? So not 10 reps, not 5-second holds, but we're just gonna lift alternate legs. So same position, toes, boom, okay? Notice they are hitting the ground lightly. So if you find just, being in this position is really tough, that, you're like this, put something under your bum, like a cushion, like we did for the breath work at the start, raise your hips up off the ground, okay? You have to make sure you're lifting at the hip, not the knee. And again, the intention needs to be there as well, guys, okay? So squeeze that quad, point the toes, because that will keep nice tension through the legs, which is gonna load this guy up here. And you possibly will feel things through here as well, which is a massive bonus, okay? So this is a compression drill. We're gonna be really dynamic. So building on the back of the corset work, we're gonna feel the burn, okay? So 40 reps. Let's start with that first, and then I'll lay the next one up, okay? So before anybody gets cold, hands on the ground, 40 reps. If I stop counting, I'm still counting in my head, okay? I just can't talk. Here we go. We're going 3, 2, lift one leg, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 30, I mean 40. Oh my God. Okay, so you get the idea, okay? We're gonna go 40 reps, nice and simple, and it has to be light touches. What that means is our leg is continually under tension, okay? Now, if you find it really hard to even get your legs off, get your bum off the ground, okay? So find a couple of cushions and make that happen, okay?
Shouldn't be leaning back at all.
Say that again, Nathan.
Nobody should be leaning backwards at all. If you're leaning back, you need to get yourself propped up.
Okay, as you heard it from the man himself. Okay, so if you're having to fall back, okay, get yourself up, elevated. From here, guys, we're gonna get to natural leg extensions. So, okay, I've got a mat underneath me because I'm smart. Okay, my knees are sensitive, so boom. Okay, if you're on a hardwood floor, maybe you need to do this as well. Otherwise, what we're gonna do is this. Okay, we're gonna be stacked on our knees with hips over our knees and shoulders over our hips. From sideways, okay, this is the position, simple, straightforward. We're gonna be pivoting and working, hinging at the knees, which means I need to make sure my back is not gonna be arched, okay? So I'm not extending my lower back. The way to make sure this is chin tucks, rib cage down, bum on. So, okay, again, chin, ribs, bum. From here, we're going to keep the bum on, bum. We're gonna fall back, pause for 2, and then we're gonna drive back up. Okay, so natural leg extensions. We're gonna go for 6 reps, 2-second pause. Here we go. Chin tucks, rib cage down, butt on, and hinge. Pause for 1, 1. 1, 2. 1, 3. 1, 4. 1, 5. 1, 6. And rest. Okay, so nice and straightforward. Okay, nothing too crazy. What we're going to get into here, guys, is just the two things. Okay, so we've got a pike leg lift, continually under tension, 40 reps. This is going to be the shortening of the hips. Okay, then we go to natural leg extensions, which is still the hips, the front of the thighs, but in more of a lengthened state. Okay, so we work in two different spectrum. But your thighs doesn't know that, right? It just knows you're screwing me up. Okay, so bear with it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go 2 more sets back to back. Okay, don't cheat yourself. This is 40 reps, 20 per side, under tension throughout. Otherwise, this is not effective. Okay, hands reach forward, elbows are locked, push the world away. Toes are pointed, lift one leg up, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 40. Whew. Okay, top of our knees. Okay, make sure your knees are roughly about hip distance apart. Okay, from here, chin, ribs, bum, and 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Down on the ground again. Okay, here we go. Okay, toes are pointed, hands on the ground. Okay, make sure you're lifting at the hips. Try to lift the hamstring. Okay, here we go. We'll go in 4, 3, 1 leg up, and let's go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Last set. Okay, natural leg extensions. Here we go. Chin, ribs, bum, and 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Okay. Come on over. Whew. How's everybody feeling? We're live, good people?
I'll tell you when I start to feel again.
Everybody's still good?